Right now in the United States, the middle class spending is collapsing. And I actually have proof that I want to give you. Now, if you've seen my channel over the past several days, or really over the past several weeks, you've seen that there is a common theme. And that common theme is that we are in trouble. Okay? That's what's happening. Now, in my last 3 videos, I showed you proof. I talked about relief checks, and this was done in a video I did last night. I talked about relief checks, or micro relief that's going out to the American people. That's a sign of problems to come. I also talked about, just this morning, I talked about mass layoffs. How mass layoffs are now starting to turn into a regular occurrence. And there's even some companies that are getting in trouble because they're not warning their employees early enough that a layoff is going to occur. And then just a short while ago, I actually talked about something big. Talked about how Budweiser, or Anheuser-Busch, is laying off employees. But they're laying off employees, they're shutting manufacturing down, they're shutting breweries, and that's a sign of middle class and lower income households don't have the money to spend on a luxury item like beer. That's where we're at, and that's where we're headed. Now, today, I want to touch on this. I want to provide the proof, and then in the description below, I'll actually link to my past 3 videos, actually the past 4, because there's another one that you need to watch as well, and it has to do with subscription fatigue. So I'll link to all those videos down in the description box so you can check them out. But if you're a little bit concerned about the way the economy is headed, then go ahead, hit that like button, and let's get right down to it. So first off, and I did say I have proof. There is proof that the economy is in a little bit of a downward spiral, and that the middle class are collapsing. Okay? Listen to this, because these are not isolated stories. These are early signs of what's to come. Okay? The middle class, unfortunately, isn't broke. The middle class is prioritizing survival over luxury goods. And I'm not talking about the Birkin bags and the Hermes belts and all that stuff, crocodile shoes. That is not what I'm talking about when I'm talking about luxury goods. I'm talking about things that are not necessary. Eating out is not a necessity. You don't need it. Buying a new pair of shoes is not a necessity. You don't absolutely need it. Going to private school is not a necessity. I actually had a friend just the other day tell me that he was pulling his son out of private school because it was too expensive. He couldn't afford it. And he had to prioritize paying his bills as opposed to sending his child to private school. And I completely understand, because public school is free. You may not get the best education. You may not get what you're paying for in private school, but I understand. Now, let's get to the proof. So first off, discretionary spending is breaking. We've seen this, okay? Now, here's the reason why I'm telling you this. In a video that I did earlier today, that I did in the middle of today, I actually talked about how Budweiser is closing some of their breweries. Okay, this is causing a lot of people to panic because we are going to see hundreds of jobs lost as a result, as a direct result of this. But we are potentially going to see thousands of jobs lost as an indirect result of this. You know why? Here's the reason why. If people can't afford to drink beer, guess what happens? They don't just stop buying the beer at the bar. Yeah, that's a clear sign that things are tough when the bar is not packed, especially on Friday or Saturday night. It's when the grocery stores can't sell the beer. Listen to this. If you don't buy the beer at the bar, chances are you will not buy the beer at a grocery store, which means the grocer is going to feel the effects. Also, the shipping company is going to feel the effects, and we could see some of the suppliers get shut down. Think about that for a second. How many people do you know that are delivering the alcohol? Those people may not have a job very soon. So not only are we going to see hundreds of people lose their jobs because the breweries are shutting down, but we're also going to see thousands of people additionally lose their jobs because of those breweries shutting down. That's the first proof. The second one, middle income households. they are choosing what to cut and when to cut it. The other day, I did a video on, and this was probably about a week ago or several days ago, I did a video on subscription fatigue. And I talked about how, for me personally, I'm paying thousands of dollars every single year on different subscriptions. For instance, Netflix and Hulu and Disney Plus and Amazon Prime and HBO and Paramount. And on top of that, I have Adobe Premiere or Adobe Premiere Pro. I have that. I have a annual subscription to the Wall Street Journal, to CNBC Pro, to Bloomberg, to Barron's, okay, to Reuters. The list goes on and on. And I talked about subscription fatigue. Now, I use those things for my business or for these videos or for trading. That's what I use them for. But I talked about this, how many people are cutting unnecessary expenses, like subscriptions. Do you need Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime and HBO and Paramount? Do you need all those? If you don't, start cutting some. Eating out. This is another big one. I talked to a relative just recently, and he was saying that he's projecting they're going to spend about $12,000 on eating out just this year alone for 2025. $12,000. That means that's $1,000 a month on eating out. Okay, that's a lot, especially if you are struggling or if there's other things that you could be putting that money towards, like paying off debt. But again, this is just another sign that the middle class is collapsing. People aren't spending money on brands anymore. I was talking to somebody just the other day, and I asked, again, we're almost to Christmas, and I asked, well, what brands is your kid looking for? Does he want Nike or Adidas, or does he want Under Armour? What is he looking for? And he said no, that he just wants plain shirts, not no Nike or Adidas, because then he has to go and buy the pants that go with it, and the shoes and the socks, and everything has to match. It all has to be Nike shirt, Nike shorts, Nike shoes, Nike socks. Everything has to be Nike. And he said, no, don't do that. Just buy him just these generic brands, no logos, no nothing. Look at the shirt I'm wearing right now. Do you see a logo on it? No. It's not a Nike shirt. It's not an Adidas shirt. Hey, I know what brand it is. Hey, I know because I like this brand. But again, it's not a big brand name or something that most people would even think about buying. But I absolutely love these shirts. The other one, cutting unnecessary expenses, travel. This is a big one. Look at the airlines right now. Okay, go to Expedia.com. Go to Alaska Airlines or American Airlines or Delta. Go and look at the prices that they're charging for some of these flights. They're coming down. You know why? There's two reasons why. Number one, gas prices are actually coming down, which is good news. The second reason why is because of demand. People aren't looking to go on vacation because they can't afford it. As a result, and you're seeing this, travel is becoming less expensive because, again, it's an unnecessary expense that most people can't afford. And the next one, entertainment. I thought this was a prank. Somebody sent me a message saying that the cost to go to the movies, to go to the theater, it was coming down. That they actually reduced prices for movie tickets. And I thought that this is absolutely insane. There's no way. And it actually happened. Okay, the prices to go and go to a movie for one person, it's coming down. I thought that was insane. How are you bringing prices down? Well, it's easy. It's another form of entertainment, even going to concerts. Okay, and again, I talked to somebody just the other day here in the Seattle area. Coming up this summer, we're hosting we're one of the host cities for the upcoming 2026 FIFA World Cup. And so here in Seattle, we're seeing prices for tickets for some of these games are actually coming down. I remember the very first game, I think it was U.S. against somebody else here at Lumen Field, and it was like $4,000 for a ticket. And I thought, that's ridiculous. I'm not paying for it. I could care less. My kids want to go, and maybe we take them or maybe we don't. But I was looking at, okay, $4,000. Yeah, I'm not going to pay for that. It's not worth it to me. It was a great experience. We went to go see, Lionel Messi when Miami played against the Seattle Sounders this past year in some tournament, whatever, and Seattle Sounders ended up winning. Ended up paying, I don't know, like $3,000 for the tickets or something like that. Again, it's expensive, but it was, again, just a one-time thing. Now, I wouldn't pay for that. in 2026, I'm not going to pay $4,000 a ticket. I'm just not going to do it. So again, entertainment is another thing that the middle class is not spending on. We are seeing them cut back. Here's the next one. Layoffs are actually freezing spending. This is what most people think. Okay? Most people think that layoffs is what causes fear and for people to stop spending. That's not necessarily the truth. The truth is that the fear of layoffs actually causes people to stop spending. That's where we're at right now. People are not spending money. Now, there's something in the investment industry that we call, and again, maybe this over your head, maybe not, I don't know. But anyway, we call this an opportunity cost. Okay, in business, same thing. If we were to, and you see this all the time, where I'll just give you an example. I was invested in this one company, this past week, and I do day trades and swing trades, short-term trades, and I was invested in this company, and I had thousands of dollars in this trade, and so I'm sitting there watching this, and the stock is barely moving up and down. It's kind of just consolidating all day. And so I wasted a whole day with thousands of dollars invested in this one stock, and I end up selling the stock at the end of the day. And here's the reason why I'm telling you this. It's the opportunity cost, okay? Where I was invested in this thing all day, but the concern was, and again, this is where I lost money, is if I would have shorted one of the stocks I was looking at, and I was going to go long, which means I was going to buy it, hope it sold for higher, I was going to invest in that, but I didn't, and so I lost money there. This is the reason why it's important, okay? People are fearful of layoffs, okay? So it's the opportunity. And again, this is where a lot of people are holding out. They don't want to spend money, is because the opportunity cost. What if I need that money? I don't want to go and buy that new pair of Nike shoes for $350, okay? I don't want to go and buy those new Kobe soccer cleats that just came out this past week for $285. I don't want to buy those because what if I need that money for something else? What if I need to pay my car payment or an utility bill? Right? What if I need that money for something else? That's the opportunity there. That's why people aren't spending money, because they're not concerned because a layoff is on the horizon tomorrow. They're concerned that a layoff could be on the horizon. Not that they know for sure, but the possibility and the fear that they could be laid off at any day. That's the problem. Okay, people don't stop spending money after they get laid off. They stop spending money when they fear a layoff is possible. That's where we're at, okay? Now, in the description box below, okay, and maybe I'll put in the first comment as well. Last night I talked about micro relief. The reason why the Trump administration is sending out some of these micro relief checks, the $1,776 going to 1.4 million servicemen and women. This is the warrior dividend. This is going out, and President Trump says this was starting to go out a couple days ago. Okay, again, micro relief. Ensuring that people that are getting paid through tips and overtime income, they're receiving a little bit more. Again, micro relief. Here at the end of January, so a little over a month, we are going to see that the IRS will start accepting and processing our federal tax returns, where the average household is going to receive about $1,000 boost on top of last year, meaning the average household is going to get about $4,100 back this coming year. That again is micro relief. And then with the Trump administration and President Trump himself saying that he would like to see a $1,000 to $2,000 dividend check to the American people due to tariffs, and that could come in the middle of 2026. Again, that's targeted relief, but it's micro relief. That's what we're seeing. And then just the other day that the Trump administration is saying that they're hoping gas prices will come all the way down to $2 per barrel, or actually not $2 per barrel, $2 per gallon. That would be huge because again, that's micro relief. And President Trump has even said this before. He would like to eliminate the federal taxes, federal income tax for workers that are making less than $150,000 per year. Again, that's micro relief. That's what we're seeing, but you only are going to see micro relief if there's other problems on the horizon. So Wanted to share that with you again. All proof that the middle class spending is collapsing as we speak, but it's collapsing for a reason. People need to stop spending. Just look at the amount of money people are spending on credit cards. It's not going up right now. You know why? Because people are maxed out. They are maxed out. People are also a little hesitant to use buy now, pay later because they understand there may not be a time where they can pay later. So they don't want to spend. So I'll leave you with that. But if you have any questions or any future additional insights as to what is happening in the future, please leave that down in the comment section below. But again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.